the jewels of wisdom of the Shrimad Bhagwatam Purana. And we were talking about the 6 questions that the rishis asked Sudji as they were sitting in Naimisharanya during their yagna. We already talked about 2 of the questions. The 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th questions, all 4 of them, are about the Leelas of Bhagwan Krishna during his lifetime. And that actually forms the entire text of the Shrimad Bhagwatam. So we are going to go through those Leelas as and when we come to those chapters. So today I will not take the rest of those 6 questions. But today before I start those Leelas, today I want to tell you why Maharishi Vyas wrote the Shrimad Bhagwatam. Why did he feel the need to write about the Leelas of Bhagwan Krishna? So it all started at the end of Dwapar Yuga. And it was almost ending, and Kali Yuga was almost ready to begin. Maharishi Vyas observed that at that time people were really quite dukhi. There was a lot of sorrow amongst the people, and they all needed some spiritual upliftment. By that time, Vyas had already written Brahma Sutras. He had already compiled the 4 Vedas. He had written 17 Purans. He had written Mahabharata also. So much already written. And not only written, he had also chosen which text would be taught by which disciple so that this knowledge could be continued even after he has passed out of this sansar. Who will take this knowledge forward to the next generation? All that was done. A monumental volume of work for any individual to do. But even after that, Vyas did not feel fulfilled. One day he was sitting on the banks of the river Saraswati, and he was contemplating, why do I feel so incomplete? What is missing in my life? I have all this knowledge. I have written it all down. I'm practicing the knowledge, and yet I'm not complete. I haven't reached that stage where I can say I am complete. It so happened that Narad Muni happened to come there at the same time. And he asked Maharishi Vyas, what's the problem? Why are you looking so dukhi? And Maharishi said, I'm not feeling fulfilled. I'm not feeling complete. So Narad said, Narad has his own way of saying things, and he takes a few liberties with everyone. So he told Vyas, so you have got all this gyan possible, all the gyan possible you have got. You have written it down. You have written about dharma. You have written about gyan. You have written about karma yoga. You've written about vairagya, vivek, everything you have written. But you have not written about bhakti. Not a single shastra you have made which is dedicated solely to bhakti. He said, all the gyan in all the shastras is useful, is valid, is purposeful only if that gyan allows unconditional and unwavering bhakti to blossom in your heart. Otherwise, it is only intellectual gymnastics. So you are feeling unfulfilled. You are feeling incomplete. Even after knowing this gyan, even after writing all the Vedantic truths down, because bhakti hasn't yet blossomed in your heart. So if you want bhakti to blossom in your heart, this is the sadhana you have to do. What is that sadhana you have to do? Write about the Leelas of Bhagwan Krishna. Let that Shastra be devoted entirely to bhakti. And then when that happens, your heart will open. And when your heart opens, grace will flow in. And when grace flows in, you will experience aparoksh, anubhuti, you will be fulfilled, you will feel complete. And that is the reason why Maharishi Vyas wrote the Shrimad Bhagwatam, which is the most beautiful text. If I mean, it's a work of a genius to be able to put the most profound truths of Vedant in such a light way that it can enter anyone's heart. You don't need Vivek for that. You don't need Vairagya for that. You don't need anything. You just need to relax and enjoy the stories. And that's what we're going to start tomorrow, starting with the story of Kali Yuga ka presence in Sansar. So let's be open. Let's enjoy the Leelas of Bhagwan Krishna and let's see what happens to our heart.